Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to day 3 of Magfest 2025, and we're starting off a little bit rough today. I almost didn't find parking. Like, my main garage is full completely, so I am in the waterfront passage. I've parked here before, but boy, spots are definitely filling up fast, so I didn't take that into account. I also have a very packed day on my schedule. Some things are overlapping, so I'm gonna just head on in there, and a pretty panel heavy day. So let's get inside and get the day started. As an artist, I'm always intrigued by the makerspace. Due to a variety of scheduling conflicts, I've never actually been able to come on a time where there was a project that I was interested in, but I always like to stop by and see how crowded the room is. Speaking of crowded, this part of the atrium is always crowded, and from what I can tell, the acoustics in here are really conducive to orchestras and band concerts. I'm back in the Indie Developer Hall doing some mop-up duty on some games that I may have missed. Here's a game that I became really obsessed with last year, and I haven't been able to get on it yet, and it's called Bumpy Grumpy. It's a traditional side-scrolling in the vein of an Excite bike, but this game is really fun, and it's really just perfectly suited for this stand-up cab. Here's another game that I didn't really like when I first played it on Friday, but coming back around to it, it's really excellent, and it's called High Ally. It's a sports game, and it takes place in the 1980s, so it has a retro theme. It's challenging but fun, and it's great with 2 players. It's also really hard to play one-handed, so you don't really get much gameplay out of me from this one, but look it up. I read an article years ago in the local newspaper about 2 or 3 distributors of Japanese games, and these folks keep games and then they lease them out for places like Magfest or gaming conventions or anybody that wants them. They've been able to sort of hack the codes. That's why most of these games are 100% in Japanese, because they were never designed to be played outside of Japan. There's a bunch of 90s games here, including Gauntlet Legends, which a buddy of mine in college would always play on the N64. I had never heard of Power Stone 2 before playing it at Magfest, and I guess it came out on the Dreamcast. I had a friend with a Dreamcast. This is not a game that I had ever played before. And I ended up playing with a couple guys, and they were talking about how nostalgic this game was for them. Here's a super rare one, and it's Splatterhouse, the game that was banned from most arcades. It was one of those infamous games that you'd only heard about as a kid, but you'd never actually seen in person. It's not very good. The controls aren't great, but it was very gory for its time. At last year's Magfest, I ran the table on this machine, and I completed all of the video aspects and storyline in the game. Alright, I just spent an hour in the arcades getting worked, and it's only fitting that I'm going to go see a panel now, the Hidden Arts of Pinball Design or something like that, so I'm going to go head there now. It's nice to take an hour or so and just relax during one of these panels.
Pinball over time is, it reaches a struggle, it evolves to kind of adapt to that new gaming ecosystem and cultural ecosystem. Like, you see that kind of a couple of times happen. You could argue
you're only going to get 1 point, 2 points, 3 points, depending on the action you take.
3-point
line. So there are a couple different ramps that you can use to go either directly up the middle or around the edges to get.
And during half-court hoops, every center ramp shot is worth 3 points instead of its normal 1. So It is valuable to play out these.
Facing the challenge of the training or facing the challenge of fighting somebody. Yeah, there's the jump rope.
Tell me more about Tex. I'm not sure why, but Tex and Tony acquired matching tattoos.
We have a QR code with a bunch of good reading and videos and resources, as well as places you can.
This group was crowdsourcing votes to try to come up with the greatest video game developer of all time. This part of the atrium is really popular with cosplay photography because you get a lot of great natural lighting. Speaking of great, this is an amazing cosplay costume. The Space Marine is epic. I also enjoyed this giant urn from Elden Ring. I also dropped into Super Art Fight because I've always heard about it, but I've never seen the show, and I was late because of my previous panel. I didn't know what was going on, and it was the end of the show anyway, so I just left. One of my favorite arcade games of all time is definitely Tempest. These vector-based games are notorious for breaking down, but this machine is pristine. I don't really have the motor coordination to be good at Centipede, but the trackball on this one was rolling a little too free. Time for another relaxing panel all about 70s software and hardware.
Maybe even come across. The Atari 50 collection that came out recently has Pong and Breakout. Those two ones are available for you to play. Computer Space isn't on there. Get on an Atari. It's been available in FPGA form for 10 years now. We don't have a clip because one doesn't exist yet. I have the boards that I'm working on. It's been very slow going, but I hope to be able to put soon video of it working. So we could call a fighting game. It's a fascinating subject. This is the only known footage of it. I don't know anyone else who has it. If they do, they're not online. A compilation of 7 games. One of them is an early Breakout clone. Very interesting. How about Flim Flam? It's a Pong clone.
My engineering IBM my freshman year of college came with Myst loaded onto it. And boy, I really love this game. But I never played Rivet. I had fun messing around with this Game Boy camera.
Man, you're about to find out.
Well, I probably need to think about getting some dinner here soon because I have a game show to go to tonight at 7 o'clock and it's already like 5:30. So I think I'm going to head out to my usual Brother Jimmy's barbecue right outside of the Gaylord. I started going to Brother Jimmy's my very first Magfest, and it's become my Saturday night tradition. Last year I sat at the bar right next to YouTuber Gamester. Alright, that was great as usual, but now we got to get back into the show. Magfest Versus is another game show that I really enjoy. They took last year off and they have a whole new hosting crew. I think they were still finding their way a little bit, but I still enjoyed myself. I'm sure the entire show is also on Magfest Twitch feed. It was hosted this year by Elspeth Eastman, who is a Twitch streamer. I took a lot of video here in case you're interested in watching part of the show.
Please welcome our guest on the red team, it's TJ Davis! Nothing is going to prepare them for this year. Please welcome to the yellow team, Chase Medina! And Crimson Echoes. She channeled, yeah, we got some fans out here. She channeled her love for video games as she pursued a PhD in sociology with a career as a college instructor and video game marketer. She's still traumatized about the damn hibachi grill from her last Versus experience. Please welcome back to Versus on the yellow team, Alicia Melendez! A very warm welcome with your loudest cheer rounding off the red team, it's Sean Bowen!
Wow! Is that E123 Omega? E123 Omega? No, I am E621 buff, bigger, stronger, and better than ever. Get out of the mud!
They were playing it safe.
Oh, she's laughing. She's having a great time.
Trivia challenge for the Lock here.
Let me get in the other attack the whole time.
Now, since was yellow got to this circle first.
Versus was an hour and a half, so I still had some time to kill before Bit Brigade's concert began. I've seen Bit Brigade many times. I don't think I've ever seen them run Super Nintendo before. I wish I could post more than just a few brief clips, but I will get copyright flagged. This band was just finishing up their set as I was entering.
We've played here a lot. Our first Magfest was like 14 years ago, so most of you should have some idea of what's about to happen. But for those of you who haven't, is anyone seeing us for the first time tonight? Show of hands. Nice. More than I'd expect. All right, great. Well, listen up. We're going to explain the show to you so you don't feel like dum-dums while you're watching it. Here at the front of the stage is Noah McCarthy. Everyone say hi to Noah. So Noah is a member of the band, and he plays an instrument just like everybody else, but his instrument is an SNES. Ooh. The S is for stereo. Stereo, Nintendo Entertainment, stereo. Yeah. What Noah's gonna do is he's gonna smash them buttons up real good, do some old games on all these big screens back here. While he's doing that, the rest of us fat long hairs play all the music at the same time. Super fast and loud, if that sounds like something you might be interested in. Excellent. Then I will stop talking and we will start rocking. Tonight's gonna be a doubleheader. First up is a little warm-up with a few laps around the track in F-Zero. Please enjoy. Hell yeah! Thanks, everybody!
All right, that's it for Magfest Day 3. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.